Hey guys, John O'Neill from Charlotte, North Carolina. Today is the long anticipated video I've been waiting to produce. Basically, after all this time, since December 29th, buying the motorcycle, I've been waiting for these Vance Hines Series 300 Eliminator Slip-Ons. They're finally in. Had everything installed last week. There you can see the Vance Hines logo right there. But what I like about these pipes, in addition to the sound, which is incredible, and the increased power that the bike has based on the camshaft change that I made, man, what a worthwhile improvement. They look stock. You can see the brushed satin chrome finish is the same as the stock pipes, but they've got this real nice chrome ring on the end with the not really a spiral effect, but it has that specific design there. Very attractive, and yet until you hear them, at first glance you think these are stock pipes. So anyway, if you remember, going back to my first video, I had initially decided that the power and the sound of the bike were adequate because after all it's a 114 Fat Boy S, but after further consideration, just a couple rides, I decided that it needed a little bit more oomph, and I got to tell you guys, I'm very happy with that decision. So I just wanted to go over everything that I've done, and if any of you guys are considering a stage increase, like I got the stage 2, simply because I didn't really feel it was necessary to go to heads and, you know, a hotter cam and that type of thing, because you know, I want to leave room for if it's an improvement, I want to leave room to do that in the future if I need to, but you know, that's why they call them stage kits. But I'm very impressed with the stage 2 kit. I opted for the high torque camshaft as opposed to the high horsepower camshaft, simply because I don't believe a monstrous nearly 1.9 liter V-twin was designed to be revved. This isn't a sport bike, it's a cruiser. So with that in mind, with torque being the game, with cruisers, I decided to increase the torque and the response of this bike to take a great running bike into an even really almost scary accelerating bike. It's that good. Also, here I'll go over everything that I did, but our backdrop again today is the world famous Charlotte Motor Speedway, site of the Coca-Cola 600, which is about to take place 2 weeks from today. Today is Sunday, the 13th of May. So it's been a long time coming, guys. The last time I rode up here and did a video in this parking lot, it was still cold outside. Now it's, I think, 94 degrees today. Beautiful summer-like day here in North Carolina in May. Anyway, I wanted to point out, I did this for those of you that are 5'9" or less. What I've found, you know, based on my experience, is that the bike felt comfortable for the first few months that I owned it, but after a long ride, say 100 miles or more, what I found was that my I was feeling a little fatigue in my elbows. It's almost like they were too straight. So what I did was, after much help from J.D. Landre down at Harley-Davidson of Charlotte in Matthews, North Carolina, I decided to go with these 6-inch risers, which make the bars, make the bike and the bars overall look great. But most importantly, for a guy that's 5'9" or less, and I'm about 5'8", what this does is it pulls the bars up and back a little bit. Not much, but now they're about the same height as a Heritage Softail bar, without giving like a mini ape hanger appearance, because these risers, you know, take up that space where the curve and the Heritage bar normally would be. So the bar is actually a stock Fat Boy bar, 2018 bar, but I had to get a new bar because the stock risers put indentations into the bar and scratches that I wasn't willing to live with. So I had to spend a little bit extra to get a stock bar that didn't have any blemishes on it, but I'm happy that I did it because the bike is flawless. at least for now. Should be, with only 650 miles on it. So I'm going to start it up for you too. Go around the other side. Everything else that I've done to this bike initially when I bought the bike, I've gone over. So if you watch my first 2 or 3 videos that I did on the bike, those are rundowns on what had been done to the bike previously, with the windscreen and the sissy bar, the backrest, the mustache bar, and the bags. Also did these custom dynamics, turn signals and stoplights. Okay, but the big thing now is this Stage 2 torque cam upgrade, which I can't emphasize enough what a great upgrade that was, and I'm very happy with my decision. So let's give it a sound. Now, keep in mind, guys, that when I start this bike up and I rev it up, there is no phone or the microphone in this Apple iPhone that I have is not capable of recording exactly what they really sound like. So you can get a better idea if your playback isn't through your cell phone. For instance, if you play this through your stereo, your car stereo on Bluetooth, or your a nice sound system at home or what have you, okay, you're going to get a better feeling for what these things sound like. But they're loud, which is great. Almost as loud as my Screaming Eagle 2s were on my 06 Lowrider. So those of you that remember the Screaming Eagle 2s, they're not quite that loud, so they're not obnoxious, but they give a very throaty, very meaty sound that I'm quite happy with. So you be the judge. Here we go. So hopefully you can hear the difference. I sure can in real life. The stop pipe sounded reasonably throaty, but the tone was just way too quiet, and it just didn't seem like a Harley. So it did the first time I rode it, but then I changed my mind. So I'm very happy with it. If you guys want a little sound, actually an upgrade on the mufflers is critical as the first step in the Stage 1 in order to prepare the bike for more power with the cam or heads or anything else you want to do. I wanted to keep the emphasis on low and mid-range torque. And man, I'll tell you, you can leave this thing in 6th gear at highway speed without even downshifting, and you just give it a little bit of throttle, you are gone without so much as a downshift. If you downshift from 5th at highway, or I'm sorry, from 6th into 5th at highway speeds, like we're talking, well, I don't want to get in trouble or anything, but 70 miles an hour or so, which is the speed limit here in the state of North Carolina on the interstates. If you're at 70 and you kick it down to 5th to get around a tractor trailer or somebody that pulls out in front of you, whatever, you are gone, baby. I mean gone. I've never ridden a Harley that pulls like this thing. So anyway, there you have it, guys. This is my ultimate motorcycle until they come out with the next improvement for the Milwaukee 8. I can't imagine what else I would want to do to it. But it's pretty awesome for now. So if any of you guys that are considering changes, and you don't want to ruin your warranty through Harley-Davidson because you've got a new bike or a bike that's still under factory warranty, like a 16 or a 17, drop me a line. I will be happy to share my experiences with you. I have lots of experience with messing around with these things and done a lot of research, and this is the end result. I'm extremely happy with it. So if you're a guy like me who wants a nice cruiser that has some serious power but yet maintains its drivability and streetability without compromising any drivability. You know, the smoothness is still there. Man, that's my kind of bike. So if that's what you would like to, drop me a line. I'll be happy to talk to you, okay? Anyway, John O'Neill in Charlotte, North Carolina on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, including you, Tracy, the mother of my own child. Thank you very much. I'm extremely grateful for that. And we will talk next time. Over and out.